Plop was a baby barn owl, and he lived with his mummy and daddy at the top of a very tall tree in a field. Plop was fat and fluffy. He had a beautiful heart-shaped ruff, he had enormous round eyes, and he had very knackety knees. In fact, he was exactly the same as every baby barn owl that has ever been, except for one thing. Plop was afraid of the dark.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to read from Six Dinners Sid by Inga Moore. Sid lived in 6 different houses so that he could have 6 dinners. Each night he would slip out of number 1 where he might have had chicken and into number 2 for some fish, on to number 3 for lamb, mince at number 4, fish again at number 5, rounding off at number 6 with some beef and kidney stew. Since no one talked to their neighbours in Aristotle Street, no one knew what Sid was up to. They each believed that the cat they fed was theirs, and theirs alone.
The Three Little Pigs, retold by Susanna Davidson. Once upon a time there were 3 little pigs. They lived with their mother in a snug little house, until the little pigs grew too big. "Isn't it time you got homes of your own?" said their mother. So off they trotted on their short pink legs. Trottity-trot, trottity-trot, trottity-trot. "Watch out for the big bad wolf," called Mother Pig. Soon they met a man selling straw. "Ooh," squealed the first little pig. "May I buy some?" "I'm going to build a straw house," he announced. He set to work right away. His house had 4 straw walls, a neat straw floor, a fine straw roof, and a stylish straw door. "Isn't it grand?" said the little pig. The others weren't so sure. They muttered and tutted and then trotted away. Soon they met a man selling sticks. "Oh," squealed the second little pig. "May I buy some?" "I'm going to build a stick house," he said proudly. "Isn't my house grand? Sticks are better than straw." The third little pig wasn't so sure. She trotted on until she found some bricks. "Ooh, please may I buy some?" she asked. "I'm going to build a brick house. Bricks are the best of all." The next day, the big bad wolf came to the straw house. little pig, let me in," he called. "Not by the hair on my chinny chin," said the first little pig. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." The wolf huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the house in. The little pig ran as fast as he could to the stick house. The wolf was right behind him. Little pigs, let me in," cried the wolf. "Not by the hair on our chinny chins," cried the 2 little pigs. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in."
Flat Stanley by Jeff Brown. Breakfast was ready. "I will go and wake the boys," Mrs. Lambchop said to her husband George Lambchop. Just then their younger son Arthur called from the bedroom he shared with his brother Stanley. "Hey, come and look! Hey!" Mr. and Mrs. Lambchop were both very much in favour of politeness and careful speech. "Hay is for horses, Arthur, not people," Mr. Lambchop said as they entered the bedroom. "Try to remember that." "Excuse me," Arthur said, "but look." He pointed to Stanley's bed. Across it lay the enormous bulletin board that Mr. Lambchop had given the boys a Christmas ago, so that they could pin up pictures and messages and maps. It had fallen during the night on top of Stanley. But Stanley was not hurt. In fact, he would still have been sleeping if he had not been woken by his brother's shout. "What's going on here?" he called out cheerfully from beneath the enormous board. Mr. and Mrs. Lambchop hurried to lift it from the bed. "Heavens!" said Mrs. Lambchop. "Gosh!" said Arthur. "Stanley's flat." "As a pancake," said Mr. Lambchop. "Darndest thing I've ever seen." "Let's all have breakfast," Mrs. Lambchop said. "Then Stanley and I will go and see Dr. Dan and hear what he has to say."
I am going to read Tiddler, the Storytelling Fish by Julia Donaldson. Once there was a fish and his name was Tiddler. He wasn't much to look at with his plain grey scales, but Tiddler was a fish with a big imagination. He blew small bubbles, but he told tall tales. Sorry I'm late, I was riding on a seahorse. Sorry I'm late, I was flying with a ray. Sorry I'm late, I was diving with a dolphin. Tiddler told a different story every day.